Hi everyone, this is Alexis Percival. Welcome back to the Vinquisition. This is part 2 of our orange wine series, and today I'm going to go a little bit more into the name, the controversy, and what it means to be an orange wine. Now, when I say controversy, that's right off the bat coming from the term orange wine. There's plenty of winemakers and wine enthusiasts who do not like that term. Now, when we say orange wine, we're referring, of course, to the color in the glass. It's not a white wine in the glass. It's certainly not a rosé. It's not a red. So we use orange as a blanket term. However, there are traditionalists, particularly from the Republic of Georgia, who prefer the term amber wine. Now, I don't find the term amber or orange or skin contact white wine to be problematic. I simply think that I've encountered so many different orange wines that I think that different terms for different wines is more appropriate, because certainly not every orange wine looks, feels, tastes, or has the texture of what I would think of as an amber wine. That's just my personal opinion. Speaking of, and controversy, are they always funky? No, they definitely are not. And when I say that, funky does not equal natural wine either, whether it's orange or otherwise. So when we say funky wine, I think a lot of people are referring to those unfiltered flavors that give the notes of kombucha and a tanginess and things like that. That doesn't inherently come with it. You can have a conventionally made orange wine that tastes super clean, doesn't have any particulates floating in it. You can make an orange wine like a huge production conventionally made wine as well. By that same token, those funkier notes don't equal a natural wine either. In fact, they can be unpleasant faults in the wine. So there's a lot to dive into, and I know that I'll have to do 500-part series on natural wine. That'll be coming up soon. If you do like those things about orange wines, though, I think it's important to know how to articulate that. So if I go to a table and someone says, "Oh, I love orange wine," I say, "Okay, cool. Which ones have you had before? What did it look like in the glass? And to you, was it tangy? Did it remind you of kombucha or something like that?" That will at least help me ascertain what they liked about the orange wine or did not like about the orange wine that they had. There is just as much variety among skin contact white wine as there is among any other type of wine. And so just because you had one and didn't like it doesn't mean there isn't one out there for you that you will totally enjoy. What is inherently common amongst orange wines is that they tend to be tannic, right? We have extended skin time. We might have the pips and stem inclusion in that maceration and fermentation process. So orange wines, if they have a good amount of skin contact, are going to have the same structure as most of our red wines. So they have that tannin drying effect on the inside of our cheeks and lips, and you can feel it like after you have a very heavily steeped black tea. Certainly that color, they're going to have a denser opacity. They're often but not always unfiltered or lightly filtered, so that it's a more opaque in the glass. It reflects more of that color, and that of course goes back to our name, orange wine. I hope this is helpful. It is by no means comprehensive yet, and so certainly there will be a part 3, but just to kick us off, orange wine does not equal funky wine, does not equal natural wine, but we'll drill down into that on another video. Thanks for watching. I'm Alexis with the Vinquisition.